we have been discussing here in the Fox 5 newsroom because it involves a off-duty police officer allegedly shooting a man outside of a business in Buckhead. Aungelique's been speaking with the family, Aungelique Proctor. And Aungelique, we know the GBI is investigating this, and the family says they want to see the video of this off-duty cop shooting their loved one. How did this happen? Why is the family so upset?
Well, good afternoon to you, Ariel. Yeah, this family is absolutely devastated. They said they are really just begging for answers. They want to know why their loved one and their father was shot and killed by this off-duty Atlanta police officer. Now, this all happened, this deadly shooting happened to 44-year-old Linton Blackwell back in October behind a dive bar in Buckhead. Now, Blackwell and Erica Bowtry were the parents of twin 15-year-old daughters. You see them there. Family and friends say they were just stunned when the autopsy revealed that Blackwell was actually shot 17 times in the back. And I think it's safe to say, Ariel, that that is what has them so upset. The family wants to see that body cam video, and they say that this deadly shooting has really just turned their lives upside down.
Say I'm okay, but not okay, because we just want to know exactly what happened to him, because we were in each other's lives almost every day. Like, he was present every day, and it's something missing, because we would usually, you know, call him.
My dad, he was a great father figure. He was the type of person to always help out with my friends, or just opening person. He was always giving. If I needed anything, he always got me. Even if he didn't have it, he would work very hard to make sure I had it. He would always give me motivational speeches or teach me right from wrong. I was kind of like, he was my best friend.
My dad had he always, even when I did wrong and I was in the wrong sometimes, he'd always create me, and he was bringing me and always tried to teach me what was right, so I could succeed in life and don't do stuff that he would do or he always wanted us to be better and wishing he would be better in life. And me and Leader are one of the people.
So clearly Blackwell was a girl dad, and it was just heartbreaking to hear his 15-year-old daughters reflecting on their father. Now, a little bit more about what happened here. According to Atlanta police, they say Blackwell and another man were actually in a dispute at that bar. Blackwell was asked to leave the bar. He was walking to his car, and that's when this off-duty Atlanta police officer, Gerald Walker, followed him. Now, Walker says that Blackwell put something in the back of his waistband. The officer said Blackwell did not comply with commands, and that's when the officer opened fire. Now, the officer involved shooting was turned over to the GBI, as is customary, but Atlanta City Council actually got involved by passing a resolution just last week asking police to show the family the body cam video, and that is pretty unusual. Their attorney, Gabe Banks, says that that type of transparency should really be present in all officer-involved shootings.
I don't want to rush to judgment. I don't want the family to rush to judgment. We should afford law enforcement officials the opportunity to conduct an investigation. But there's no reason, while alongside that investigation that they're conducting, that they can't give the family the decency and the courtesy and the opportunity to see the footage from that evening. It wouldn't otherwise interfere with the integrity of the investigation. I take issue with that. I mean, they are a grieving family that wants answers. And so here we are asking that abide by the resolution that was passed by all of the city council men and women. If he did something wrong, let them know that, right? Let them view the body cam footage.
And that resolution did pass here at Atlanta City Hall just last week unanimously by all of the city council members. Now, as we said, this is now in the GBI's hands, so APD is no longer the lead on it. The GBI is investigating. I talked to them today. They described it as an open and active investigation, and of course, once the GBI finishes, they will pass it on to the Fulton County District Attorney's Office, and a decision will be made about whether there will be charges in this case. But certainly, when you hear 17 shots to the back, it does give lots of people pause. In fact, we had over 10 speakers to come out here to City Hall during the last City Council meeting just last week to speak to council about this, to say that they want justice, that they want more transparency, more openness. They want the family to be able to see the body cam video from this shooting.
Aungelique, an absolute tragedy. I can only hope this family gets the answers they seek. You know, when you think about an off-duty police officer, it's interesting because how would someone know that someone's a police officer if they're not in uniform, they're not on the clock? Obviously, a lot of questions. But like you said, the fact that he was shot in the back, that's something that we know. And the fact that there were so many shots, I can understand why so many people want to understand what happened.
The officer was actually working security
at
the bar, and so he was in that capacity. This gentleman was just there to enjoy the evening, and things just went awry, and he ended up deceased.
Aungelique, thanks so much for joining us, explaining this story. I actually was in the area when this happened, so I do remember this story vividly. Absolutely just, you know, giving his family a lot of strength and encouragement because no one should have to lose a loved one. So, Aungelique, thank you so much for joining us. I'll let you go ahead and continue to news gather as you get ready for other hours of news here on Fox Local. Thank you.